Anyway, let's go. Let's get started because we're trying to keep these short and focused on a single code recipe. This idea came out of the fact that a lot of you who are developing paid memberships pro sites don't feel like technically you would call yourself a developer, you would call yourself someone who can code, but everyone can code and everyone can use basic code snippets to put small customizations into their membership site. Paid Memberships Pro is very pluggable, we call it, which means that there's action hooks and filters. And we're going to talk a little bit about these words. We're trying to add more education materials to help the DIY membership site creator get comfortable adjusting a little bit of code using tools that prevent you from white screening your site, from causing fatal errors on your site. So this is Sam, who's our marketing manager, has no coding background, has been with us 3 years.
Almost 3 years. October
almost
will
3
be 3
years. And obviously, Sam has access to a whole team of developers, but you do too, as a person that can reach out on our contact page, as a person that can get support from us, whether from WordPress.org support areas for free or as part of a premium membership. So I don't want to own this stream. I want Sam to own it. So I'm going to stop blathing and I'm going to let Coding with Sam take over.
I'm going to try to own it. We'll see how this goes. So Kim, if you want to go ahead and bring up my screen.
Yes.
Kim did a great job setting up a very basic WordPress site. Oh, the stretch is kind of weird.
There it is. Okay, cool.
So on the site, we literally only have Paid Memberships Pro installed, and we are on the 2024 theme. And we really didn't do a whole lot of setup. It looks like Kim did set up some things in Paid Memberships Pro. So we do have 2 levels. We have a free level, and then we have a paid level of $25 per month. And currently, I am the only member on this site. So real quick, we're going to talk about the protected content message. As of 3.1, we got really smart with this. And so rather than having it be a message that you always customize, the logic now will say, if you don't have this level, here's a link to purchase this level. If it's locked for more than 1 level, and if it's locked for only 1 level, it will take you right to the checkout for that one specific level. But there are instances where people still do want this customized message. So we do have the ability to customize it with code. So before we actually dive into the code part of it, we do need to get our favorite plugin. It is the Code Snippets plugin. I think it's by Code Snippets Pro. I want to say that's the company. Yes, Code Snippets Pro. We'll install and activate this plugin. And the reason why we love this plugin is because when we do go to the snippet and we hit Add New, it already gives us our PHP function, and we can drop the code right in, and we don't have to worry about too many adjustments. We can adjust things if we want and need to, like membership level IDs, or in this case, our message might be a little bit different. But for the most part, we don't have to adjust anything. So for this, we're going to start with the message header. We'll copy and paste the code right in. And we really don't need all of this stuff here. We can delete all of that. We just need the functions and the filters. And so in this code here on line 2, this is what we could change if we wanted to. Right now it says join the Must Love Dog community for access. Kim, what is my fee? What is my membership site about?
Oh, it's just called Coding with Sam. I had that in the code recipe example, but you can come up with anything you want. We didn't put a specific flavor on this site.
Okay, I didn't know if we had a niche that we were targeting. Most of the time it's Must Love Dogs. If you've seen our other live streams, we love dogs. So,
and one of our guests is the St. Bernard Club of America, so that's super cool. I have a Bernese Mountain Dog, if you're still here, St. Bernard Club of America listener. So people often mistake my Bernese as a St. Bernard. It's a puppy, so I think that's why, but that's cool.
They do look similar, though.
They do.
There are some. Okay, so we'll say join the Coding with Sam community for
Yeah.
access. And then we'll go ahead and save the changes, activate this on our site, and that's just going to be the header of this message box. There's another, don't always put a title in here, that way you know what it is. So this is the restrict content message header. This allows it so when you go back into the where all your snippets are, you know what you possibly need to toggle on, toggle off, edit, change, all of the so we have the message header, and now we're going to add the other one that's here, which is going to be the message body. Add new, put in our title, restrict content message body, copy and paste that in. Get rid of the other stuff. All that information that I'm deleting is really more for like our snippet library. That way you have a little bit more information of what the code does. And a lot of times we link it to our documentation or the blog post, so then you can go find more information on it. It's not necessary to actually have it within the snippet. So this is the part where I might need your help, Kim. So this message says you must have one of the following membership levels to access this content, and it has the levels. Is that a parameter?
You can call it a parameter or replacement variable. These were the variables that used to be available to people when they customized the advanced settings for content messages. So there's a few variables you can use. I think I left this in the snippet because it was the one that people felt was missing. And we're talking internally about if we're going to bring that field back or do some things to support it. But what we lost was the identification of the specific levels that a post was protected for. And there's a good reason we took it away. It was because a lot of people have tons of levels. And if you've been operating a membership site for a long time, maybe you've added some and taken some off your levels page. But this could get like a very long protected content message. Let's say you had Coding with Sam subscriber monthly, Coding with Sam subscriber annual, Coding with Sam special offer, and it would show a comma separated list of every single level in that protected content message. So some sites where it was just one or two levels, like the one we're working on here, it looks really nice. And we'll see it when we activate and show the front end of the site with this code recipe. But some sites with a huge number of levels, this message looked awful by including that variable. So we're talking internally about how to fix it, I guess. I think there might, on the docs page, does it list the variables available still, perhaps, in the legacy section?
No.
That'd be a good update to have because they are still available. If you use the filter, you can still,
I guess
in your
kind of
filter,
like
put those variables there. Also.
It's in the screenshot, so it's not accessible friendly right now, but we can definitely update that.
Yeah. Levels with those 2 exclamation marks is the variable that I think is most useful in the body content of your protected content message.
So for this, I'm not going to change anything for this one. I'm just going to save the changes and activate it. We did update what the header message says. Okay, so now that we have that, let's see if Kim actually put any posts on here that are restricted. Oh, we do. Okay, cool. So we have premium member content post, and we have a basic and premium member content. Either of these should show the message if I'm logged out.
You might be able to use the view as feature to toggle your visibility and get that message to trigger, or you could take your level away. I think I gave you, we did give that admin user a level.
Okay. So this is the view as feature that Kim is talking about. This allows us to change the view that we have. So we're going to try to view this without membership access. And yes, we did get our updated restrict content message that said that we customized ourselves in our code.
If you want to show toggling off the header filter, let's say, and it will just show how easy it is with code snippets to disable something that you've put in place if you've changed your mind, or if it's a temporary thing that you just had in place. Maybe if you had a sale and you wanted to customize this message to show a link to a checkout page with a discount code on a level, let's say.
I just turned it off, and now it says premium membership required, which is going to be the default that it is set the smart way behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And if I can also turn off the other custom message. That way we can actually see what the default theme is, or the default smart log ticket is, because we didn't show that. I'll show the other post of the basic and premium membership content. So membership is required, view the membership levels, and it takes you right to the page to pick either free or premium. So
Awesome. You're a coder.
I'm a coder. We coded it. It was that easy. It can be really intimidating, but it's one of those things where if you just dive in head first and you try to just understand the little bits and pieces, and like Kim said, we're trying to put more education into it. So even our code recipe posts, this was on our documentation, but our code recipe posts that we put out, we are kind of diving into a little bit more of like, what is a filter? What is a hook? Why does, what is get text? Why does this talk to the other thing? So we're just trying to like throw in a little more education. I'm learning as we go. But that was Friday morning coding with Sam in less than 15 minutes.
Yeah, I have someone in email right now who wants to to modify the message because they register as admins, all of their users, but they want people to reach out to them to get the account set up. They don't want people creating their own accounts. So they don't want a link to the checkout process to be shown in that message. They don't want a levels page public. They want to show content, show that it has a protected feature, but then modify it to say, reach out to us to have your account created. So that's a reason why you might want to customize this message. A reason why you wouldn't is if you're using some of our add-ons that have are modifying that content. For example, if you have email confirmation required on a level, that add-on filters the text of that message. So if you're filtering it too, we just have to make sure that your filter happens sooner. So the email confirmation can still be smart and show you would have access to this content, but you have to confirm your email first. So it's giving people a more guided contextual experience based on other add-ons you have in your site. Same for approvals. The approvals add-on customizes this message to say, you have not yet been approved for this level. It's just helpful for people that have signed up for membership and are kind of in these limbo states and uncertain why, hey, I did buy premium. I should have access to this. You don't yet because X. That's the reason why we're trying to make it smarter so that our add-ons can play more nicely and give your users a better experience. Things you shouldn't have to think about when you're developing your membership site, letting the plugin be smart enough to do these things for you. But there's always a reason to customize.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we have the ability to do that. So if there are any code recipes that you want to see me do, either drop us a comment on the video or reach out to us on our contact page and let us know. We're looking for ideas. We do have a whole library of code recipes. So we will do our best to get what we can. But if you have a specific one, please let us know. Please like and subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, I want to share that link to the snippets library in chat. This is slow. There you go. That's all the snippets. The snippets Sam demoed are in this. We also, on our site, have all of these snippets with the blog posts. And we started recently using our limit post views add-on to all these recipes are protected behind our own paywall. We use Paid Memberships Pro on our site to protect access to premium content also. And we recently added limit post views so you can use an incognito browser or go to our site logged out and get one as a free member and get a view of some of these recipes. These were in our documentation, so they're not protected anyway, but ones that are part of our blog and premium recipes, you can get one preview of those. I think it's monthly. I don't know.
I don't know. You set that one up.
Jason, he's here in chat. Does anyone have questions about the protected content messages? I know we've gotten a lot of feedback about it since 3.0 and 3.1. Yeah. Master copy paster. Yes.
Me too. That is my whole job is copy paste. No, they let me do more than that around here.
Lots more.
But it really is a matter of copy pasting. And then, like this, we had the custom message. So we tweaked what we wanted to say on the custom message. There are a few that we're tweaking what membership level you want to have affected by the by the code, but
I love it.
it really is as simple as copy and pasting.
Copy paste is the way forward. I love it. I don't have a developer background per se. My husband is a developer and went to school for computer science, but I've just observed, 20 years working together, building websites. I've had that education, boots to the ground education, and we're going to give you that through this Coding with Sam series. As long as we can wake up and be presentable on Friday mornings, it's a good way to wrap up the week.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really don't have much experience. I mean, I've been around the WordPress community for probably 10 years due to my sister and my brother-in-law. But as far as, coding, building a site, all of that, that's relatively new to me within the last 3 years. I am not formally trained in any of this.
Yeah.
You don't have to be.
No, you don't have to be. Cool. I put a link in the banner there. You'll see it. That page houses all of our open office hours events and schedule, as well as the schedule for Coding with Sam. We're going to try to do these twice monthly, every other week, with some vacation sprinkled in there. But I know eventually we're going to have to put an events plugin on our site, but we're trying not to have to put an events plugin on our site for now. But we're becoming more regular with the events, so it would be helpful.
We are.
Yeah.
And we're adding to it as well.
Yes, for sure. Cool. Thank you all. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. Like and subscribe.